Hi, Davi here, and today we have a new episode in the channel. And today we're gonna do a voiceover of a recent. I did a series of sketches, a batch of sketches, kind of like the previous episodes. But this time I decided to go for black and white only, so no colors, kind of like the past two batches of sketches. And I think in those sketches, my idea was to use one specific brush per sketch. But in this case, I decided to just stick to one brush for all six sketches. So it's all black and white, all with one brush. And I think doing this made me realize that I think it's good or better in a way. Well, it's not so much that it's better, but it gives me because I think eventually you will sort of get used to using that one brush, and I think if you constantly switch brushes per sketch, I think you won't be able to lock in as much. Like you're only sort of at the tip of what you could do because you're using something that's kind of new every single time. So I think it can be detrimental to an extent. Yes, at the same time it can be refreshing. It can sort of shift things and maybe ignite some kind of idea, because whenever you add like a new kind of stimulus to anything, it could change your results because it's something that's unexpected. But at the same time, if you don't like allow yourself to get used to using the same tools, I think you won't be able to get comfortable with it as much, and because of that you won't be able to get the most out of it. And I think I was able to get something out of this one brush. So I'm using a flat brush, and I mentioned this in previous episodes, but if you have a flat brush that you set to pen tilt or initial direction, I think it automatically gives you diversity because you're seeing the same flat brush, but when you see that in all sorts of different or coming from different directions, it can make your painting look really cool. It reminds me of an artist, I think, what got me, aside from Feng Shui. But the thing about Feng Shui is whenever he paints with a flat brush, it's sort of just in a horizontal position, like it's fixed. And he mostly does environments. However, this guy, I think it's Mike Azevedo something. And I remember him painting with flat brushes, and it just unlocked something in me, kind of like another artist named Shinku Kim. Now I haven't seen like a full process of him painting with a flat brush. I've seen him use like a round brush or other brushes, but seeing those people, those artists, helped me sort of shift my perspective in terms of using the flat brush. I used to do it like fixed in one position, but doing it this way with the pen tilt on, I think it's a lot cooler, and I have some control. So the thing about having some control is, or this bit of control, is sometimes it takes a bit of extra thinking, which I know sounds like super weird to say, or I'm like overthinking it, but I think just having that pen tilt on, it it makes me a bit more aware of my strokes, which can be a positive or a negative, because when I use like a basic fixed brush that doesn't move, it sort of locks me in, and I think I'm even more focused on like the subject, and I do lose that a bit when I'm using a pen tilt kind of brush, only because I have to be aware of how the brushes will look, because I want it to look good as well, right? I want the brushes to kind of make sense, or the brushwork to make sense. If you're a painterly person and you want your brush strokes to kind of look good, I think pen tilt may be a nice thing to have, especially if you're using a flat brush. But if you're just focused more on the subject and not so much like, let's say you render more, then you feel like you're more of a renderer than a painter, maybe just use a fixed brush. So as you can see me in the background, I'm trying to somehow paint a Spartan looking dude. That wasn't my intention, by the way. Whenever I draw these or paint these, acrylic paintings, I often start off with a bunch of random shapes and I see what I can find from those shapes. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. For this batch, I think the first 3 I did kind of like. It was a lot more like I was more proud of it. But for the last 3, I mean, it's not that bad, but it didn't move me as much. And I think it's because the topic kind of changed. I think I went more, or I started doing like hard surface subjects, like a soldier or some kind of mecha. I'm not even sure, but yeah, when you're doing these sorts of paintings, I think it's good to just follow shapes, right? Because again, you're not even thinking of anything that's specific usually in the beginning. So just follow the shapes and figure out what looks good, what feels good, and eventually you'll find something that looks somewhat decent, and then you can just build on top of that. And with this approach, with this more paint-related approach, you can. What's cool is you don't need as much detail. You can be loose, you can be a bit abstract, and I need to just accept the fact that I'm like this is a core skill of mine. I'm not saying I can't learn anything else. I do want to learn, to do more details, be more specific. But it doesn't mean I like lock myself away from doing this kind of more painterly, more abstract, more impressionistic, more expressive kind of painting. I should have sessions where I do more deliberate studies, where I focus more on line drawing, right, to really understand subjects. And because when you do line drawing, especially contour drawing, like you have no excuse. You can't like be kind of loose with it. Usually, it sort of helps you become more specific with your forms in a way, because you have to just be a lot more specific than say, because when you're using like a big brush like this, you can be a bit more nonchalant, right, or just not as specific. But yeah, as much as it's important to like do those types of studies, it doesn't mean I should deny what I'm like naturally. Is it naturally, or I don't know what I can do. So, and I think this is something that you should also think about. There are kinds of artwork that you want to do, and there are the kinds of artwork that you can do right now and that you actually kind of enjoy. Don't allow your pursuit of something, of a kind of art style, a kind of a knowledge of some kind of art subject. Don't allow that to take over and totally just remove your current abilities, because you can do certain kinds of artwork right now, and they're the kinds of artwork that you probably have fun doing. Don't make the pursuit of something else take over that or remove that. You can do both, right? Because I think if you're too focused on trying to do something, achieve something that you can't do, which is a good pursuit to have, I think you can get frustrated, because now you're attaching your value in art to being able to conquer something. And if that's your only thing, as you're trying to conquer that something, you're gonna feel miserable, because you're just not, skill level wise, you're just not there yet, right? You're still improving, you're still trying to acquire the knowledge. So make sure as you're trying to study and conquer something, you're also enjoying yourself, right? Having fun with the subjects, the kind of approach or painting approach, drawing approach that already sort of makes sense to you. Oh, by the way, let me check my full time here. So it's about 9 minutes and almost 10 minutes. And I think what's also different from this batch is because in the previous batch I had one sketch that was like 3+ minutes only. So it can go for like 3 minutes all the way to like 9-10 minutes. But I think for all of these sketches, all of these 6 sketches for this batch, I think it was around 10 minutes, or it was close. It was more or less 10 minutes per sketch. And I think objectively speaking, I don't know, it allowed me to explore more, which I think is beneficial. So a 10-minute sketch may be something you could try out. Right, not a bad looking Spartan warrior, right? Pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna end the the voice over here, and yeah, more to come. So I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.